Alright, welcome back to another Dice Throwing episode matchup. Today we're going to be pitting our so far best character who has taken on and beaten the Barbarian, Pyromancer, Shadow Elf, and Ninja. We have two characters left. Today we're going to be taking on the Gunslinger. So a little Wild Western action here. Let's load up the Gunslinger here. She has two things you've already seen before. Both her and Moon Elf have evasive, which is nice. They also have she also has knockdown, which is similar to what the Barbarian does, spend 2 ki or skip offensive phase. And then she also has reload, which you spend this token and you add you roll 1 dice and you add 1/2 of that attack of that dice value rounded up to your full attack. And then the bounty, if a bounty is put on a player, they receive 1 damage and the attacker gets 1 CP. So when I attack Moon Elf with bounty on them, they receive 1 extra damage, and I get 1 CP in return. Alright, so let's begin. Alright, so Moon Elf goes first. Alright, change the value of a dice, moon magic, and gains evasive. Okay. That's 1 CP. I don't want to do that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Large straight. Inflict blind, gain evasive. Yeah, good thing I didn't spend that gain evasive token. And deal 8 damage. Alright, so the Gunslinger, yeah, you only roll 1 dice. Hold on. You and your attacker, so I roll 1 as well. It's a higher or lower type thing. Alright, so you scored higher. If your roll is greater, you may choose to either deal 3 damage or prevent 1/2 damage, so either deal 3 or take 4 instead of 8. If your roll is not greater, deal 1 damage. Okay, so I can either take 4 or deal 3 in return. I'm gonna just take 4. Prevent 1/2 damage. Alright, Moon Elf. I'm just gonna pass turn. Alright, so shuffle. 1 CP. Paid, and then change that to a 6. I'm actually going to upgrade the revolver there. I have a CP for it, and let's roll. Okay. Well, that is not great. Oh yeah, during my upkeep I also gain a reload, so I do have blind, so this is kind of a throwaway thing anyway. What I could do is I could go for another 6. Or one of these 2. Or I could go for another. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, large straight. Gain 2 evasive. Actually, I have to roll first for blind. Okay, well, nothing happens. Because that fails, so even if I wanted to gain 2 evasive, blind makes it so you fail all your attack. So you can't even deal actual damage. You can't take any effects from that, it just fails. So that sucks. Well, I'm not going to do anything, just pass turn. Just can't do anything else. Card. Eclipse 2. Yeah, that's actually good. even if I don't deal damage. I do want to use moon magic though. Well, it's a small straight. I kind of want to go for it though. Blind is powerful, but I'm going to see if I can get it. Alright, I didn't get it, but small straight, I inflict entangle, which is still pretty good. And I deal 7 damage. So let's do the duel. Alright, so I rolled higher, so she just deals 1 damage to me, and she takes 7. Yes, she takes 7. And I take 1. Alright, so no damage done to me yet, but she does have entangle this turn, and she probably will get something from her roll. So she does get another reload because of her upkeep. Draw, change value of any dice, remove all status tokens. Doesn't really seem that useful. Alright, let's go to roll. Let's try and get something good. Just gonna use reload to make this damage pretty powerful. Oh, take cover. Gain evasive, deal 5 damage, and I'll spend reload to roll the dice, and now I'm dealing 2 damage, because it's 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5, rounded up to 2. So, I'll be dealing 7 damage and gaining evasive. Now, Moon Elf's defensive is pretty damn powerful, but we'll see what happens. She's dealing 2 damage, but she's still taking 7. Alright. And that is going to be that. Tangle, because I didn't get anything from because I didn't only use 1 roll attempt to get that, which is pretty damn lucky. Alright, Elf. This is another offensive roll. I don't need this. Sell. I already have evasive. 2, 3. Okay, could roll to get a 6. To get a 6. Alright, well. To be identical. Yeah, I'll spend 1 CP, make this 5 identical as the other 6. Deal demising shot, inflict targeted, which is pretty damn powerful, and deal 4 damage, plus the 2 that I would get targeted. Alright, so let's do the duel here. Alright, she deals 1 damage to me, and I deal 6 damage to her. Alright. And I'll pass turn. Roll 1 dice, gain the amount of CP, half of that. So half of 5 is 2.5, but rounded up is 3, so that's 3 CP. That's pretty damn good. I don't want to remove all my status tokens because I have reload and evasive. I also gain another reload, so that's great. So this token's kind of useless to me. I actually may want to spend that, but we'll see. Can still present 6 damage. Alright, let's go. Well, I kind of want this. Well, that just sucks. Okay, is there anything I can do to change that? I don't want the small straight, I want this. Because I can add reload to it. So if I that wouldn't do anything to me. Spend this. And I'll decrease this 6 to a 5, 5, 6. Because I can decrease 1 dice by 1, so I can decrease that 6 to a 5. And I will use a reload, because I'm going to do take cover. So I gain evasive, and I deal 5 damage plus 2, which is 7. Alright, so Moonelf does 1 damage and prevents 4 of that incoming damage because she brings half of 7 is 3.5, rounded up to 4. So she only takes 3 damage, and she does 1 damage. Alright, and I have evasive. I actually do targeted too. There, it's inflicted attacks. I'm not attacked, I'm defending. So doesn't increase it when I defend. Is there anything else I want to do? I kind of want to remove this. Sell it for CP because I can't remove tokens. Even if I want to remove targeted, I don't want to remove all of these because I'm losing evasive and reloads. I don't want to do that. Alright, Moonelf, 3. Still need to inflict moon magic at some point. Change the value of any one die is useful. I don't care about floating arrow combat. Covered shot, and gain evasive, so now I've got 2 and deal 7 damage. Duel. Alright, so she prevents half damage, so she's taking 7 plus 2 from target, so that's 9, so she prevented 5 of that, so she only takes 4. She deals 3 to me, or no, she chooses to either deal 3 or 7. She's got to be on the defensive now. Alright, my second main phase, I'm selling this because frick that. Because I need to recoup after I had to use that to change a dice. Alright, I'm up to 6. Gain reload. How much is that? 1C? Well, I wouldn't do that. Because I gain reload and my max is 2, so I kind of have to use both of these next turn. Because I have 6 CP. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get 4 of a kind, don't have 4 of a kind. Okay, so you each roll 1. Okay, so another duel. So I lost, so I'm only dealing 5, but I'm going to spend both my reloads. So I roll 2 dice and add half of each. So roll 1. So that's 1, so plus 1. And plus 2, so plus 3 in total, so I'm dealing 8 damage. Alright, so she's taking 8 damage. Dealing 2 to me because of that 2 pairs of arrows. Okay. Moonelf is just kind of OP. I think the only character that's going to give Moonelf problems is Ravenous, which we'll get to next episode. But yeah, I'm going to pass turn from Gunslinger. Actually, I'm going to use this on my second main phase. And gain a reload, so I'll have 2 next turn. Alright, I gotta start using the bases. That's kind of useless. I don't want to do that. I'll spend 4. Do I want to inflict all of these? Can't inflict targeted, because targeted has a stack of 1. Let's just roll. Oh, that's pretty damn useful. That's a small straight. Now can I make it a 2? No, I can't. And I can't change it. And it's a small straight. I still inflict entangle. Where is entangle? There's entangle. I'm dealing 7 plus the 2 from targeted, that's 9. I'm gonna spend 1 evasive. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to duel. Alright, she won. I'm only doing 1 damage. I'm still taking 9, but I'm gonna spend this 1 CP, and I'm only gonna take 3 damage because that prevents 6 oncoming. So deal 1 to her. She deals 9 minus 6, so 3 to me. It's not looking good for Gunslinger. However, it is her turn, so she is going to get. This increases her duel. That is highly stupid. Why would I ever put that on? That's stupid. May choose to either deal 3 damage. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing. Nothing changes from these two. BS? Okay. Why would you ever do that? Anyway, I gain a reload for upkeep. I only get 2 chances to roll for something. I could just do that. Dealing 6. 6 plus 2 reloads. Change any value to a 6. Change value any 1 dice. That's 6. If I get a large straight, I deal 7 and 2 evasives, which I need. Could go for it. Or I could just suck A at rolling stuff. Also, I don't have a 1. I don't have a 1. Well, I got this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change the value of any 1 dice for 2. Forget, I'll do that. Change this to a 5. Large straight, gain 2 evasive, so I get 2 free chances. Actually, I can't do that. I had 4 of these. And a 6, because I can only use 2 roll offensives. So can I even get a large straight out of that? I can get a small straight, but that doesn't help me. No. But I'm going to spend both my reloads because I'm desperate. So I'm dealing 6 damage. Plus 1, so that's 7. So plus 3. So I'm dealing 9 damage, which isn't that much. So now, that's so much defenses. Yep, it only takes 4 from that, and deals 1 knee. BS, but well, this looks like an easy dunk for me out because what I'm going to do next, I'm going to use Moon Magic. Gain bases, so now I've got 3 lucky chances, and then I'm also going to inflict blind and entangle because I can't inflict another targeted, and I'm going to roll. So let's try and re-roll these. No. I can't even change these. Let's just do this. Alright, I'm dealing 5. 5 plus 2 from targeted is 7. So let's do the duel. Alright, so she prevents half that. So I only take 3 and I deal 1. I did that correctly, right? Deal 5 plus 2, 7 divided by 3.5, right? 4. Yep. Pass turn. I really need a good upgrade. There we go. I mean, this isn't the best upgrade, but it works. I need to get at least a couple. And I have blind on me. I can only roll 2 times. Being evasive. With bounty and knockdown. Also getting a reload for upkeep. No, I need to get it. That's small spree. And there's a large one. Deal 7, gain 2 evasive, which I need badly. Alright. And then entangled, because I only spent 1 roll. Blind I have to roll for, which sucks. Please don't be a 1, thank God. Okay. This attack is going to work. Going to use a reload because I'm dealing 7 damage. Plus 2. So dealing 9 damage. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to spend an evasive, try to dodge this. 1 or a 2. Nope. Alright, so let's roll these. Taking 9 damage. And dealing 1 damage back. So yeah, this is now on an even playing field. We'll see how much it changes now that I passed turn. I got 6 CP. Oh, I should have used... I'm down to 2 because I spent 4 and didn't put it up. Spend 2 to draw 3. I can get some cannon fodder. Move a status token. Gain 2 CP. That's nice. Also going to sell this because I don't care. Now I got 3, and now I'm going to upgrade coverage shot right here. And roll. Inflict blind, tangle, and tornado. Okay. Not dealing any damage, but I have 3 evasives again, which is good. Because Gunslinger is becoming more powerful. 4, can reload. Sell that, let's rip that. One, 2, 3. I don't care about that. And go for another 6. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna do Bounty Hunter. I'm gonna afflict Bounty. So, I keep doing 1 damage. And keep getting paid for it, which is nice. I do have to do Blind though, which is unfortunate. And that doesn't work. Great. Frick you, Blind. Blind is freaking annoying. Alright. But I don't care because I'm not dealing any damage. Well, that was a waste of a turn. Thank you, Blind. Okay, remove status effect from a chosen player. Don't really do that yet, but if I get blindness on me, I'm able to keep that. Sell this because I don't need it. And this. 1, 2, 3. Let's try and get 6 or 1. 6 or 1. Inflict blind, gain evasive, can't, because I'm already at stack limit, dealing 8 damage. Blind is back, I'm dealing 8 plus 2 is 10. Yeah. Let's do duel first, and we'll see if we want to spend some evasive for that. No, we're just going to block incoming damage, so we only take 5, and we duel. Alright. 2, get rid of blind, because frick that, and I'm gonna upgrade small straight. Because I got endless CP, and let's try and get that large straight. Or we can get take cover, which we don't need to get. Gain 2. Are we near that large straight? We are. We need a 3. We didn't get it. Shit, did we get anything? Gonna change that value to a 6, but that doesn't do anything. Change the value of any one of your dice? I can't even do anything. I get another reload. Damn it, I whiffed. Whiffing is when you can't use any of your combination of cards, by the way. And I just did that, so that sucks. Trying to be greedy, and I may have just lost because of it. 0 CP. But one bonus of that is she takes blindness off because on 6 inflict blind and tangle targeted on the chosen opponent. Draw 1. Alright. Spend that. Well, it wasn't a 6. So we get to draw 1. Chosen player to the other. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm spending that. And you know why I'm spending that? Because I'm taking this reload, man. Moon Elf with a reload plus targeted is insane. Alright, let's try and end this. She's got 11 health, and she's got some evasives, but I think I can end this. That's a small straight. Come on, large. Come on, large. Didn't get it. But you know what? Dealing 7, inflicting entangle again. Freaking wild. But I'm gonna use my reload that I stole. And let's see what we get. We're only adding 1, which sucks, but it's plus 2 with targeted, so that's plus 3. Is dealing 10 damage. 10 motherfucking damage. And let's do the duel. She's only doing 1 damage to me, and she's taking a lot, so let's do some evasive rolling here. 1 evasive, 2 evasives. Alright, she spent all 3 evasives, but she got away with it. So she doesn't deal any damage, but she still takes that entangle. But all of her evasives are gone, but she did survive, so that's one thing. Draw, change value of any 2 dice. Is there anything here that I don't want? No. Actually, I could get 3 6s with this. I would need 4 CP. Well, let's sell this. We gain a reload, which is nice. We have dual reloading. That's pretty good. Let's try and go for the 4 6s. Okay, we have the 4 6s. Okay. I could get my ultimate. That would deal 10 indestructible damage while inflicting bounty. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend all my CP to change any 2 dice. I'm gonna change these both to 6s. The 6s. Oh shoot, I have Entangle on. Oh man. So I only had... I only had 2 6s beforehand. Frick. Man, I didn't even get my ultimate. My mini ultimate's not terrible. I'll spend 1 and change... one of these into a 6. Still got my mini ultimate, but that frickin' entangle cost me big time. Frick you, buddy. I'm still spending my reloads because this is 8 undefendable damage, which technically means I could deal lethal damage. Okay. Yeah. 9. And that is 2. So we're doing 11 undefendable damage and inflicting knockdown. So that's 11 undefendable. So you know I'm going to be spending my evasive. So 1 evasive, 2 evasive, 3 evasive. And spent all of them and didn't do anything. So that is a big chunk of my health gone. I'm at 2 over here and she's at 11. Alright, well, this has gone from a pretty even matchup to now looking pretty bad. Because I've got to spend 2 because I want to get my income phase, which sucks. I'm going to spend my last token to gain an evasive because I do need it. Because if I don't get anything good, then I'm done for here. Alright, so that would deal 9 damage plus 2, and I'd gain evasive, and she would be targeted for 11, which is lethal. I'm going to do it. I'm going to gain evasive and deal 9 plus 2, so that is lethal damage. If she doesn't win the duel, she loses the game. She lost. Because she only does 1 damage if she loses, and she can't prevent any damage. So I'm down to 1 HP. Does she have an evasive? She does not have an evasive. So she is done. Donezo. Alright, so the Moon Elf wins again. This was another close matchup, I will say. This was pretty much... I mean, Moon Elf's pretty good character just because I know how to play her, but the Gunslinger, pretty damn overpowered when you think about it, because she basically gets reload every turn from her passive upkeep. So every upkeep phase she gets a reload, so she can basically use these as much as she wants. And she basically gets a thing where she rolls 1 dice and puts half that value on her attack, so she theoretically can get a +3 on her every turn on all of her attacks, which is pretty gnarly. If I didn't whiff that turn, whiffing when I didn't roll a single combination, probably would have won with a Gunslinger, but I also whiffed with Moon Elf, so I whiffed with both of them, so it's kind of an even 1-and-1 whiff, but Moon Elf wins. This is a pretty even matchup. They both have evasive, which is probably one of the best statuses in the entire game. Targeted is also pretty overpowered, but not as overpowered as evasive. But anyway, guys, that's going to do for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like the video. Comment down below what you'd like to see next. And of course, we're going to be moving on to the final Dice Throne character of the Season 1 set, the Ravenous, which I actually think will be one of the most exciting matchups that we'll ever see. But I'll save that for next video. Toodaloo!